Hi, I'm Brian Watkins, owner of Clark Hatch Fitness Center, Honolulu. I've been in the industry for 13 years in 3 different countries. In my experience, I've noticed many different factors that affect our business. I've had several different roles and responsibilities, from personal trainer, group exercise instructor, manager, and now owner. Time and time again, I've noticed that convenience circles back round to our business, and why our members keep coming back and what keeps our employees happy. So let's take a look at how we got here today, to this presentation and to this convention. Some of the key factors are flights, accommodation and pricing. From the moment we wake up, whether we like it or not, convenience is affecting our day. I plan to give participants all the tools and principles that they can take home with them to better enhance their business. Please follow on from this video to enjoy some of the other topics that I will be covering and some of the other short videos that I've presented in the past. I hope you enjoy the experience and I look forward to working with you. Again, I'm Brian Watkins and aloha from Hawaii.
Better Health is sponsored by UHA.
Thank you for joining us on another installment of UHA's Catching the Wave to Better Health. My name is Reed Fowler, Corporate Wellness Advisor with UHA. I'm here with Brian Watkins from Watkins Fitness to talk about worksite wellness. So Brian, it's really important that worksite wellness is at the forefront of our health at the workplace. What are some ways, or what are some issues that employees are facing in terms of their health or fitness?
Well, one of the major issues is, as you can see right now, we're actually sitting nice and upright, but if you walk into most office spaces, you'll walk over and you'll see most people in front of their desks sitting like this in these kind of hunched over positions, and they're sitting for long extended periods of time. And what that does to our body is, if you look at the levers here, a lot of muscles get shortened and that creates tension. So we have a lot of tension through the legs going into the hips and up into the chest area. So when we get up to move around, our bodies aren't functioning correctly. So what that causes over time is aches and pains in the body. And if I walked into most workplaces and did a quick survey of how many people in the office have aches and pains that they're suffering from, I can pretty much guarantee 90% of them are.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you talk about aches and pains and some of the issues that we have. What are some solutions, some easy solutions? I see of a foam roller here that we can implement at the workplace.
A lot of people are familiar with the foam roller. This one is it's a little bit of a stiff one, so it's a little painful at times, but what it does is actually it helps relieve tension from the body. So there's some simple things we can do in the workplace just involving stretching and foam rolling that will actually help relieve some of that tension and restore the body into a nice balanced, functioning body. So what we can do from there is there's these programs that I've designed where you don't need a lot of space, we don't need a lot of time, and it maybe takes 15 minutes to roll out, stretch and activate some of the muscles that become inactive when we're sitting for long periods of time.
Great. Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you guys for joining us. Another installment of UHA's Catching the Wave. Until next time, better health, better life.
So if we think about the stretching now, so we've established that we need to loosen and lengthen the muscles that are tight that are affecting our posture. If we just stretch alone, whole body, then what's going to happen is the fascia that's tight within the muscle, your muscle's only going to stretch as far as that tightness allows you. So what this will do is it helps you return to your normal length tension relation with your muscles. So that allows you then to stretch a little bit further and get a little bit looser. And I'd love to have been able to have a couple of you do a little test of this, but we don't really have the room today, so you just have to believe me. This works. Okay, so then we've gone on to the stretching. We've stretched to stretch those areas. Now we're going to move on to the strengthening of the muscles. So again, if we look at the mechanics, these muscles back here are tight, this coming into your hips are tight here. So what does that do? The opposing muscle groups now switch off. So unfortunately, for most people, how many people have lower back aches? It's a fair amount, yeah? How many people have lower back aches if they're standing for long periods of time?
Standing.
That's pretty good. Some of you don't have lower back aches. So of those that have lower back aches, how many of those people work out? Okay. Interesting. So we can take a look at. If you have any questions as well, by the way, at the end and or via email, you're more than welcome to fire away, because we can problem solve some of those aches and pains. And I'm not a doctor by all means, so I don't diagnose and treat, but if there's soft tissue injuries or issues, then it can be resolved. So anyway, moving forward, so we've got muscles that are tight, muscles that are deactivated. So the most common muscle that become deactivated when we have lower back issues and postural issues is actually our butt muscles. So now I'm not asking you to go around all day squeezing your butt muscles, but there are exercises that we can do to help strengthen them. So if you turn past the first couple of pages, and we move past the stretches, you feel free to have a look. There's one which is called a bridge, which is you're laying on your back and you bend your legs towards your butt, you squeeze your butt and you raise. Now what that's doing is it's activating those butt muscles, it's strengthening your back and it's loosening up those tight muscles there. So that's one exercise that we can then do to help engage that area. So if you're to do that over a period of 4, 5, 6 weeks, what's going to start to happen is it's going to kind of rebalance that whole system here. So now, a better way to explain the benefits of this and the reason why you want to do this. So it doesn't matter whether you want to be walking or running, you want your body to be perfectly aligned between your ankles, knees, hips and shoulders. And that's just to eliminate the risk of injury.
On the Elderhood Project this morning, we're going to talk with one of our kupuna who is into physical fitness, and you're going to see more about that in just a minute. I want to introduce you to Douglas Russell and to his personal trainer, Brian Watkins. Good to have you both here this morning. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here.
I'm going to start with Brian first. Why is it important for seniors to maintain their physical flexibility and strength?
Well, as we age and we're going through life, we generally stop playing as we get older, and our lifestyles become a little more sedentary. So to make sure that we are comfortable with our daily activities, working on your balance, coordination, vision, and anything that's going to improve your lifestyle and make you feel more comfortable going about your daily activities is going to help improve the strength of your heart and your general well-being.
Doug, why did you decide to get involved in physical training and keeping up your physical strength and flexibility?
Because if you don't, you just become old fast.
You want to get younger fast.
I want to get older, but stay younger.
Okay, I'll go along with that. Now, how did you find Brian, and what was your objective? What was your goal?
My wife introduced me to the concept of physical fitness at a gym, and I happened to run into Brian, who became a personal trainer as opposed to he's a physical fitness trainer for me. And it just became a match. I suddenly realized that strength training wasn't what's needed for old people. What I needed is agility, continuing having some flexibility, and most of all, balance. When we get older, going downstairs is no fun. You want to hold onto the rail, you want to watch your feet. And Brian's been able to help me so I can walk down steps without looking at the steps, without holding onto the rail.
Were you an athlete as a younger man?
Not much. I had some basic problems with my body. I didn't take up athletics until I was in my late 40s. Then I took up skiing and tennis.
Would you recommend this kind of activity for folks your age?
I certainly would. I'm more balanced. I'm not stronger because I'm older. 93, I'm older. But I'm more balanced than I was 5 years ago.
You said it first, you're 93. Did you ever think you would be 93?
No.
And yet here you are. Yeah. All right, we're going to do a little demonstration because I greatly admire somebody who has decided rather late in life to get involved in physical training, and you do lots of different kinds of things, but one of the things you do is sparring, for lack of a better word.
With my trainer here.
With your trainer. Can I be your trainer for just a minute?
Let's go.
All right. Doug Russell and I, ladies and gentlemen, first round, and probably the only round. I'll try to keep my feet moving, all right?
All right.
All right. You tell me what you're doing here.
You just move those things around. Show me which one.
All right.
Come on. Move. Come on. Go.
Doug, you're wearing me out. That's good. That's good. You're wearing me out. Oh, my goodness. I congratulate you, sir.
Well,
thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for the match.
No, it was short. Brian, thank you for being here. Lots more ahead on Wake Up Today.